Good morning, my fellow adventurers. It's the beginning of day 8, 7.5, more like it. We got here last Friday afternoon, and so Saturday morning becomes the first full day, or starts the first full day. And we are doing well. And something I've been requested to make more of a feature in my videos is my wonderful Great Pyrenees, 8.5 years old, my sweet love heart favorite critter in the whole wide world, my dog Macy Grace. Now, there she is. For those of you who have Great Pyrenees, you will know that they are very good at barking. And they bark and they are very territorial, because what they were bred to do was herd sheep up in the mountains of the French Pyrenees. And so, as the story goes, if a wolf or coyote came after a sheep or lamb, whatever, in the woods or up in the mountains, these dogs obviously blend in very well with a flock, and they are shepherds as well. And so if they came looking for a prize lamb or sheep, instead they were going to get a load of 100-pound Great Pyrenees like Maycee here. Now, Maycee's gotten a little bit heavy, as have I, and we are in the process of, that's like a shout out to my Canadian viewers, of losing weight out here in the woods. She's got some bug protection on, and we're getting, we've got the flea and tick meds working, and we are doing everything we can. So we've been out here for 7 days. We had been out here for 7 days, and I was beginning to think Maycee had gotten laryngitis, because I had not heard word one out of her, bark one out of her. And I kept telling her once we got here, she could dig all she wanted, she could bark all she wanted, and run free and roam free. And well, until yesterday, about 3:56 rather, in the afternoon, she had been silent the whole entire time we've been here. And that suddenly changed, and I don't know why, but out of the middle of nowhere came this roar, roar, roar. And she was not happy with whoever, whatever, had traipsed upon into her domain, her new domain. And she let them know about it. And the next thing I know, she is way back on the other side of my brother's dilapidated shack. And she was way over there. No, come on, fingers. There we go. Pull toward. There we go. Okay, so she was way over up in here. There's a it goes up over there, and she was after something. And so even now, look, she smells something. Bless you. And so one of my daughters wanted to see more of Maycee. A couple others had mentioned her too. She is having a great time. And another thing, my mother and a friend, Allison, both in Montgomery, Alabama, are worried to death about bear attacks and that kind of thing for us out here. And yesterday we were having breakfast in Marquette, and Maycee was the attraction before anybody went in, and everybody up here calls her a polar bear. Oh, look, the polar bear. But Maycee, Mom was on FaceTime on my iPad, and it was charging, and this husband and wife couple came up amongst dozens of others that came by, to say hello and say, hey, buddy, and to pet her. And out of the blue, while Mom's watching, this couple came up, and they're both smiling, and they said they'd lost their Great Pyrenees 4 or 5 years ago, and they sure do miss him. And they had one up here in the woods as well, and she said they also had sheep and chickens and all kinds of other little farm animals, and they had their Great Pyrenees. That's a chipmunk. He's out there somewhere. There's a couple that live out here in this bush area. There's a chipmunk and a squirrel, and they tend to populate right around into here. Come check on us daily, see how we're doing. And anyway, I guess they're telling me I'm being too loud. But the woman at one point finally said that we miss him so much. We had all those animals, farm animals, on our property, and not once did we have a problem with a bear or a coyote or a wolf or anything like that, because that dog kept us safe. And I promise you, if you had heard Macy tear out of here yesterday with that deep bark, it's gonna do something to scare somebody. And so today I need to start figuring out, well, I started figuring out what it might take to put an awning like this one over that tent. And that's kind of an awesome undertaking, and I've got the plans out for it. It looks like it's going to take about 30 3 to 4 inch in diameter uprights, and then some cross beams, and then stuff for the rafters and the roof. So I'm looking at that and going, wow, that's a huge project. And I got to get going because they're talking about rain on Tuesday. But as you can see here, Macy's got a few bugs on her nose and some grass on her nose, but ultimately she's getting used to this. I've got repellent on her, the safe kind made by a company called Sawyer. And as you can see, the whole time she's done nothing but sit here, but she's watching. And when she goes off into the woods, she doesn't, you can't just look over there and see a white dog sitting, you know? She's not like that cartoon from years and years ago where the white dog with the hair over its eyes couldn't see anything. But she blends in. Where it dips in the ground, she'll fold into that dip. And so you just keep looking across and everything's green. And then all of a sudden, every once in a while, she'll pop her head up and she'll look around, and then she'll pull it back down. And yeah, so bright white in the middle of a green forest, and she still has this innate ability and knowledge and skill to hide herself, which is really, really cool. So that's my beautiful dog, Macy. She is ready to have some sausage for breakfast and take a ride. So we're gonna end today morning of day 8, 7.5, whichever you want to call it, and get some supplies in town and get back out here. We've got a lot of work to do. So thanks for watching. Please, 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 please subscribe and like this channel. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the alert button to the bell so that you know when I post new ones, because I'm trying to do this daily, and I'm bound to try to keep them around 10 minutes or under, because they load faster when we're in Wi-Fi, and we have only a couple bars out here in the woods. We are that far out from civilization. And so please do the subscription here. Check out my writings over on medium.com/Donald J Claxton. And if you feel so inclined to help keep this effort going with us out here in the woods, I would be grateful to you if you might consider a 25, 30, 5, 10, whatever, 50, 100, 150, even $250 contributions to help me get more tools that I need for the projects I'm engaged in. Keep us some water coming out here, because we haven't figured out how to get water yet. And on my wish list on Amazon, you can also see some power generators and solar supply systems that I'm looking at that we kind of need out here. It's really hard to keep the phone and the watch and all the other stuff we need charged. Plus, I'm supposed to be sleeping with a CPAP machine, and I can't because there's no electricity. So anything you can do in those regards to help out, I would deeply, deeply appreciate. You can send to paypal.me/Donald J Claxton, or over on the more friendly place called Venmo, Venmo. You can just simply send to @Donald J Claxton. Try to make it simple and easy everywhere you would go. And I would deeply, deeply appreciate it. And I will make a point of calling your name out and recognizing you and thanking you in future videos for your support of this effort. I would use Patreon, but a few months ago they banned somebody for something she said or may have said on a different platform completely. And I was like, what the hell? That's not right. So I'm not using Patreon. I don't want to use Patreon. So I'm simply sticking with Venmo and PayPal with my name, PayPal me @Donald J Claxton for Venmo /Donald J Claxton for PayPal. Helping with those kinds of donations, contributions, helps us immensely to be able to stay out here. Help us get the right tools to get this done so that I'm not lifting this stuff. I want to get a $79 chain pulley system that I saw yesterday at Harbor Freight. Trouble is you can't call into Harbor Freight and say, hey, I want to buy that for Donnie, and let them come pick it up. And you can't send me a digital gift card there either, because they don't take them yet up here. But little by little, we're getting there. And I appreciate all your help and your viewerships and your support. And it's 13 minutes now, so I am cutting this off. And thank you so very much for watching this morning. Maybe there'll be another one later today. We'll see how things go. Have a great day. Bye.